What's happening, party people? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day out there. All right, got some good stuff for you. Got some great things for you today. Somebody had asked me, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about doctors, and I've been kind of sticking it to some doctors lately. And I want to make a little disclaimer before we even get started on our topic today. A little disclaimer. There are some doctors out there doing some great work, but there's also some doctors out there that have drank their own Kool-Aid and need to be put in their place. And that's who I'm going after. I work with a lot of doctors, and a lot of doctors, we get it done where we're reversing chronic illness and helping people get healthy. But there's a lot of doctors that would rather just prescribe and push away the person, put them on some medications, give them some shots, and send them happily on their way, rather than getting down to the cause, the root cause of what's going on, and start fixing the person at the problem and not just band-aiding the solution, putting some gloop and some glob on it and putting a band-aid on it and calling it a day. So, with that being said, we're going to talk about mental health, mental illness, because there's a big difference in those, and people are just throwing those things out like candy. And we're going to talk about exercise and how that can improve your mental health. Okay, now, there's a big difference between mental illness and mental health, and I think that it's almost like I think mental health is being thrown around too much. I think it's being thrown around as much as self-care, right? I think we've got into self-care so much that now we're not even, it's a little too much. All right, we need to back off the self-care just a little much. We're throwing up the red flag of, I need a mental health day or I need a self-care day. And no, sometimes we just need to just pull the bootstraps up and we need to keep moving, okay? Only you can decide where that level is. But I'm telling you, I've been in the trench a long time, and I know that even for myself, you have those moments where you're like, no, it's not mental health. You just need to man up a little bit and get moving and keep going, and let's go. Push comes to shove, let's fight back. All right. So mental illness, okay? Mental illness is when somebody has been diagnosed, okay, with a mental disorder. And it's something like bipolar, okay, schizophrenia, multiple personality disorder. Those are psychological disorders, but those are mental illnesses, okay? Those mental illnesses give somebody, they don't give somebody, but they give somebody the problems of interacting in society. Their behaviors are a little off. Their actions are a little off. They're not able to interact in society the way a society feels is normal, whatever that means. Mental health is your ability to handle anxiety, handle depression, handle the day-to-day challenges, the things that come up on a regular basis, okay? Mental health is just kind of a normal thing, and you can have positive mental health or you can have negative mental health, okay? Everything that we do compounds to our mental health. If we are under a lot of stress, then we might be feeling anxious, we might be feeling fearful. But if a lot of things are going our way, then our mental health might be on a high note and positive note, and we're moving and we're building upon something. So when somebody says something about mental health, right now, everybody talks about mental health and they make it sound like it's a negative thing, and it's really not, okay? It just is the day-to-day norms. As we allow those day-to-day norms to become part of us, then we either go into a positive loop or a negative loop, okay? Now, the number one easiest, best way to get out of negative mental cycle is through exercise. I am not going to go into, because this could easily go into a 2-hour lecture about this, because I can go into the hormones, I can go into the neurotransmitters, and I can talk about that. So I think I might throw that in as a part due. But today I just want to keep it really simple and basic, okay? So if you're not feeling good, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling fearful or you're feeling depressed, the best thing to do, the number one thing to do is exercise. Exercise releases endorphins, which release dopamine, and those are two of your happy hormones. Okay, so if you're not feeling good, the easiest thing to do is exercise. Now, I know when you say the word exercise, exercise is as broad of a term as the word vehicle. Vehicle could mean a helicopter, vehicle could mean a plane, or it could mean a car, or it could mean a bike. There's so many different vehicles out there. Exercise could mean the exact same thing. Exercise could be in a walk, it could be a run, it could be kettlebell swings, it could be playing baseball, it could be playing golf. There's all sorts of things that you could do for exercise. So when I talk about exercise, me personally, now when you know what? When I say the word exercise, what comes to mind? Drop that below. When I said the word exercise, what was the first thing that came to mind? Put that below. Because a lot of people think, right? Most people think exercise, sweating, blood, sweat, tears. Oh my God, I got to lift a lot of shit and I got to put it down and it's not going to be fun. And that's incorrect. Whatever got you to that point where you think exercise is not fun, we got to change that. Okay? Because exercise for you, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling depressed, the exercise for you could be an hour walk. It could be a 30-minute walk. If you haven't walked for a long time, get out and walk for 15 minutes. So you have your mental health. You got your feedback loops. You got your positive feedback loop, your negative feedback loop. What's a negative feedback loop? Negative feedback loop is I feel anxious, so I eat crap. And I eat crap because I feel anxious. And then eating crap makes me feel anxious, and I feel anxious, so I'm going to eat crap. Negative feedback loop. Another one for you. I'm a little tired. I don't have a lot of energy, so I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to watch TV because I'm a little tired and I have low energy. You see how that goes? Positive feedback loop. I go on a 15-minute walk outside. I get fresh air. I feel good. I feel good. I want to walk. I walk to feel good. I feel good, and I want to walk. Boom. Okay? Or exercise where you're doing something where I'm losing weight. If weight loss is something that you need, I feel healthy. I feel good about myself. I want to do more of that to help me feel good about myself. Another positive feedback loop. Okay? So, don't limit yourself to going to the gym and sweating and picking shit up and putting it down. You don't need to do that in the beginning. In the very beginning, all you need to do is just get out and walk. Get out and do something. Get active. Because the more you get active and the more you're moving and grooving and you're feeling good about yourself, the energy level is going to go up. Your endorphins are going to go up. Your dopamine is going to go up. Serotonin is going to kick in. You're going to feel good. Oxytocin is going to kick in. Those are your 4 happy hormones that make you feel good. That's what's going to happen. Okay? So, if you don't feel good, the easiest thing to do is get out and do something, okay? Get out and exercise. And I know, well, I just don't feel like it. Okay, now, I don't want to, I'm not here, I'm here as your friend, but I'm also here as a coach. And if I always told you what you want to hear, well, let's just look at it this way. If you're doing the same shit today that you were a year ago, and your situation hasn't improved, you probably don't need to hear any more of the candy-coated bed wedding crybaby bullshit. Someone probably needs to baby shake you a little bit, tell you what's up. If you don't feel like doing it, do it anyway. The other day, I'm going to give you an example of my life. The other day, I had scheduled that I was going to go run. And most of you know by now, we have a new puppy, Charlie. And Charlie decided he's going to take a nap in my lap. And it was already past the time that I had told Steph that I was going to go run. And she said, guess you're not going to go run today. Because it was getting late. Guess you're not going to go run today. And I had this moment. I could feel it. I could feel it in me. And I had this moment where I almost said, I'll do it tomorrow. But I had promised myself that I was going to run that day. So after he got up from his nap, I went out and I ran. Do it anyway. We're grown-ups. If you can't make yourself do something, how the hell do you expect your kids to listen to you? Because if you won't do what you need to do, why would they? If you don't have kids, I don't have kids. If you don't have kids, you need to hold yourself to an expectation. What do I want to do? A lot of us have gotten so into this just negative loop that it's so unconscious now that we don't even think. We're zombies just walking through life. I mean, when your alarm goes off, how many times do you hit snooze? How many days, how many months, how many years have you hit snooze 3 times before you get up? How many times have you gotten up right at the very last minute to rush and get your shit on and run out the door to race to work to almost be there on time? It's the same thing every single day. You do it mindlessly. We drive to work the same route. We're living mindlessly. To snap yourself out of the negative feedback loop, you have got to stop and consciously think, I am going to do this. I am going to do that. I am this. How many times have you said, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm that? Your subconscious mind starts to make you think that. If you want to stop being that, stop calling yourself stupid, stop calling yourself depressed, stop calling yourself an alcoholic. You are what you say you are. I am positive. I am energetic. And in the beginning, I know, okay, all right, so you say it one time, Nathan, it didn't work. How many times have you been saying you're depressed? How many times are you saying you're anxious? How many times are you saying you're fearful? If it's year after year after year after year after year, and you try it one time in the positive and it doesn't work, are you really giving it a chance? No. Continue to keep saying it. If you truly want to be energetic, if you truly want to be happy, if you truly want to be better than your current situation, you've got to keep doing it until you get the result that you want. Same thing with mental toughness, mental health. Same thing with weight loss. Same thing with anything in life. You keep doing it until you get where you want to go. If you continue to keep saying, did I do better today? Did I do better this week than I did last week? If you can say yes, that's an improvement. Boom, you're going to get where you want to go. If you have 2 decisions to make, and one is going to get you closer to your goal, and the other one is going to get you further away from your goal, and you keep making decisions that are getting you closer to your goal, you will ultimately get there. You have to get there. That is it. If you want to feel good, if you want to feel better, you got to get outside. This is the worst time in history because everybody is segregated from each other. We're isolating people. We're putting people in their houses. Get outside and get some vitamin D because vitamin D is going to keep you healthy. It's going to keep your immune system up. It's going to make you feel good. Your body wants to release endorphins. Your body wants to release dopamine. Your body wants to release serotonin. Your body wants to release GABA. You've got to be able to give yourself the environment so that your body can do what it needs to do to make you feel the way you want to feel. So sometimes you may not feel like you want to do it, but just get out and do it. Just get out the door. Just walk down the sidewalk, walk down the driveway, just walk down and back. It's a start. If you have to baby step it, baby step it. We're in no competition. When it comes to certain things, you're in no competition with anybody but yourself. Somebody had said to me the other day, they were comparing themselves to somebody else. And I was giving them some really tough love. And I said, you know what? I said, you should really stop comparing yourself to other people. And I'm going to tell you why. Because who you are acting like right now is shit compared to your ultimate best self. So if you can't even live to your best potential, why are you comparing yourself to somebody way over here? Compare yourself to who you think you can be. Be your best self. Be the best version of yourself. That's how you're going to help mental illness. Now, I know that's a big, broad stroke, and everybody's got their own little things. I have mine too. But when you decide to take control, when you decide to take responsibility, when you decide to put forth the effort to say enough's enough, and I'm going to do this, it makes it that much easier for you. I promise you. I guarantee it. Is it going to always be easy? No. Life, no one told you life was going to be easy. No one told me life was going to be easy. If you bought into that, you got lied to. You got bamboozled. Life is tough. But just anything in life, anything worth going after, you have to put some effort into. You're going to have to become more to get what you want to get. And I know sometimes we get discouraged. We fail and we feel bad. And everybody feels bad. Everybody feels depressed. Everybody goes through those. But the main thing is not to sit there. The main thing is not to stay there. The main thing is to learn the lesson and move on. Learn the lesson and move on. I hope this helps. As a matter of fact, I know this is going to help. I don't hope it helps. Hope is for weak people. Faith is for believers. I know that this is going to help. If you are so bold as to put down what you are dealing with and someone else is in the exact same situation you are, don't hide in the shadows. Get out there and let's help each other. Let's help our community. Everybody wants to have a problem. Let's work on our problems. Because together, I can say, oh my gosh, that person's going through the exact same thing or something similar to me. Oh man, I went through something like that. I can probably give you some good information on how I got through that. I'm telling you right now, excuse me, as cold as this sounds, there is nothing that you are going through in life that somebody hasn't already gone through. There's somebody in life going through what you're going through right now, and they are shooting for the stars. And there's somebody going through exactly what you're going through in life right now, and they're digging their fucking grave. What are you going to do? That's it. I love you guys. You guys have a fantastic day. And until next time, start strong, finish stronger.